What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself from games I've never played or heard about. In this case, I will be playing this game today. I'll explain that a little more later. This is Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. The hot wind blowing. Huge request for this game. This song has been requested for months and months. Ever since I started MGR, people were like, you need to do the hot wind blowing. This is requested by Greg, Lukas, and Kenny the Neko over on Patreon. Thank you guys so much, and PayPal as well. So this is my last MGR reaction on the channel. I have done them all. What a ride. But basically, long story short, the music impressed me so much that it made me want to start playing the game. Thus, I will be playing the game on twitch.com/Jesse, and the VODs will be on my new YouTube channel, Jesse's VODs. But so there's still some songs I haven't even heard yet. Once I play the game, I'm going to experience those, as they come. But this is one of the biggest requests for this game. A hot wind blowing. Let's just finish this ride on the Auditorium. It's been fun. MGR. Let's go. Ooh. It's Jason. Man, Jason's vocals fit so well on this. I think it's Jason. I should look that up. Oh, is this the chorus section? It's the chorus section. The music from MGR reminds me of so many bands. Like so many. It sounds like a hybrid of bands. Verse 2? Oh, the chorus follows the melody. Okay. Oh, that's catchy. And the verse. It's like a motif the whole way. Pre-chorus? And then it descends. Okay, I see why you guys like this. It gets stuck in your head immediately. Little guitar shredding in the background, very low. Solo section? Nice, little break. Oh, I almost feel like the song was too short. It was missing, like they could have easily added like a solo section, but they just went with basically a 2-verse into a single long chorus structure, but it was okay, it was cool. Is this a boss fight or something? Because that was, I mean, I guess it, it could easily loop into itself over and over. It has that loop feel. I think, honestly, I don't know. As far as I know, everything I've heard has been a boss theme, but I really have no idea. And if that's true, then I have no idea what the music sounds like outside of a boss, which excites me as well. Because if it's all like gung-ho like this all the time, then that's just like a pure adrenaline rush. You gotta have like some, well, you don't got to, but for my sake, I appreciate stuff like this more if there's moments of rest, you know? So hopefully like the non-boss music is a little tamer, so I can appreciate like when it hits and during these segments. But then again, I don't know when this plays or anything. It's called The Hot Wind Blowing. The first thing that comes to mind is like a blimp or a hot air balloon. So who knows? So yeah, this was a huge request. I can see why. It's incredibly catchy. It's got that perfect type of descending hook. Dun, 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 dun. Well, first of all, the vocal cadence is catchy already. Dun, 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 dun. But then the tail end, dun, 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 dun. That kind of stuff immediately like sinks into your brain, and then you start to remember it forever. And I already was humming it along within like the second chorus. So, but it just kind of followed the whole song. The keyboards were going dun, 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 dun. And then of course during even the verse, he was kind of doing that same sort of cadence. So it's all over. It's all over the song. So it's like you can't avoid it. Jason Charles, I don't know who it is. I should probably look that up. I'm pretty sure that was Jason, but let me actually just look that up just to be safe. Hold on. Okay, so just a side note here. I looked on the Metal Gear fandom. So according to this, we have production by Ferry Corsten, vocals by Logan Mader, and also vocals John Bush, courtesy of Metal Blade Records. I don't know if those are stage names or if they're just regular names, but I'm actually glad I looked that up because now I have no idea. To me, it sounded like Jason. So I don't know what's going on. You guys tell me who's who. But regardless, they did their job and it sounds great. But man, I just can't help but notice like the music in this game sounds like like the hybrid of all these bands together, from electronic bands to metal bands. Like for example, I heard like Trivium, I heard Rob Zombie, I heard Shadows Fall, All That Remains, Marilyn Manson, just to name a few, right? Like they got that kind of like metalcore. Sounds like 2000s, and this also sounds like very 2010s. Very 2010s. I'm not sure when this game came out, but it definitely fits in between like 2010 to 2016, 15. It just has like a lot of metal sounded like this at the time. That's not a bad thing. It's just it just puts me in that exact era. I think this might be one of my favorites from the game that I've heard. I've heard a couple. I've heard all the big ones. But you know, if it's catchy, it's catchy. And I'm looking at this now and it has 7 million views, almost 8 million views. It's a lot. So, but this pretty much tells you why I'm going to spend time out of my day to go play it. You know, I don't play games anymore. So when I do, it's because the music, struck me and it just made me more curious. I'm like, I need to hear the rest of the soundtrack. I did that with FF7 Remake, I did that with FF7, I did that with FF8, and I did it with the Nier Automata and Replicant series. And now I'm moving on to MGR, which is funny enough, another Platinum game. So, and I love the Metal Gear series. I grew up with Metal Gear Solid, and I know this is nothing alike. I just know that that's Raiden or Jack. That's all I know. So I'm excited to get into it, and the music is the sole reason why. I wonder if there's any songs I've heard or that I haven't heard that you guys are excited for me to hear, because I'm very curious. If you look back, you just search Jesse's Auditorium, Metal Gear Rising, you'll see like the videos I've done. They're like about 5 or so. And let me know if there's any that I haven't covered and that I'll be hearing. Apparently the game is only like 7 or 8 hours, so I committed like a weekend to it. And as I'm making this video, I'm playing the game in like 2 hours. So by the time you see this, I've already like started or finished. Either way, it's been an exciting journey. MGR has a really special place in the auditorium. I discovered it here. I've brought in like a new community from it. Like a lot of people met me through this game, and I met a lot of cool people too. So, you know, it's not often that I can like say goodbye to a game on the channel, right? Because I have to eventually, now that I'm going to be here, I can't like react to stuff anymore. So it's just been a really cool adventure, and hopefully the game lives up to, I'm sure it will. And yeah, I'm glad I met you MGR fans. You guys are nuts in a good way, man. But also that too, I should mention that in a lighthearted way. The community for this game is really in love with this game. Like I see memes for this game all the time still. I see quotes. The numbers for these views speak for themselves. The song, it's like its own little like cult following, you know. It's really nice to see, and I get it. Maybe I'll fully get it once I beat it, but yeah, MGR is cool, man. MGR is cool. It's metal AF, but also diverse. Anywho, if you want to make a request to me, you could do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are totally fine if you do not mind waiting in my gigantic waitlist. If you do not want to wait, there is the platinum tier on Patreon, expediting your request to the very top. And a big shout out to my current supporters, Justin, Kevin, Moon Knight, DJ Singletone, Your Average Metalhead, and Mushi Mary for being a part of that. Thank you so much. Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to MGR fans and non-alike. I will see you on Twitch, and I will see you in the next video. Until next time, dudes and dudettes, peace.